Have you ever felt like the world is shouting at boomers and obsessing over millennials while you're just standing in the middle, holding everything together? And here's the strange part. If you disappeared for a week, the entire system around you would start to wobble. But nobody would even notice why. You remember a world before the internet, but you're the one fixing the Wi-Fi. You're balancing the demands of aging parents with the needs of independent-minded kids, all while navigating a career that feels like a constant game of musical chairs. Stick with me until the end of this video. We're diving into the unique latchkey psychology of Generation X. There's one specific psychological trait you developed in childhood that is actually your greatest superpower today. And the last reason we discuss might be the exact reason you feel so burnt out right now. If you grew up in the 70s or 80s, you likely remember coming home to an empty house, making your own snack, and figuring out your homework alone. In psychology, we call this a high internal locus of control. Most generations look for a manager or a manual when things go wrong. But not you. Because you were a latchkey kid. Your brain was wired for radical self-reliance. You don't wait for permission, you just get it done. Beneath the surface, this creates a fine, I'll do it myself mentality. It's why Gen X started the most small businesses of any generation. You don't trust the system to catch you, because the system wasn't there when you were 10 years old. But here's the hidden cost of that wiring. When you believe you can handle everything alone, you also believe you should handle everything alone. And that's where burnout quietly begins. Gen X is often labeled as cynical or slacker, but there's a deeper mechanism at play. Managed expectations. You grew up during the Cold War, the energy crisis, and Watergate. You watched the perfect institutions of your parents' era crumble in real time. To survive, you developed a psychological shield. By expecting the worst, you protect yourself from cognitive dissonance, that painful mental friction that happens when what you believe about the world doesn't match reality. You aren't being negative. You're being a realist. Think about it. When a company promises, "This will change everything," your first instinct isn't excitement. It's, "Okay, what's the catch?" While other generations are shocked when things fail, you've already got Plan B, C, and D ready to go. But here's the part most people don't see. You are currently experiencing generational role strain. You are the sandwich generation. You're squeezed between the massive demographic of boomers who need care and the digital native Zoomers who need guidance. You are the bridge. You speak analog and digital. You remember memorizing phone numbers, and now you're teaching your parents how to reset their password. While your kids roll their eyes because you don't know the latest app, you're fluent in two worlds, and that fluency is exhausting. This creates a unique type of ego depletion. You spend so much energy being the emotional and logistical anchor for everyone else that you often lose track of your own needs. You're the glue, but even glue can dry out and crack if it's spread too thin. And here's the irony. The very trait that made you strong, self-reliance, is the same trait that makes it hardest for you to ask for help. If you feel invisible, it's not because you don't matter, it's because you're so competent that people have forgotten you need support, too. Your slacker exterior was always just a cover for the fact that you are the most resilient generation alive. You grew up in the shadows, and that's exactly where you learned how to shine. So, if you're a Gen Xer, does this resonate with you? Do you feel like the middle child of history, or do you see your self-reliance as your secret weapon? Drop a comment below and let us know your latchkey story. We read every single one. If this helped you understand yourself a bit better, hit that like button and subscribe to Helpful Psychology. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.